Well, Dakota, this is exciting to get to interview you. I love your character Tabe in the movie.
Oh, thank you very much, man. It's so nice to talk to you as well.
Definitely, definitely. Just to start things off, you're kind of a newcomer in the scene, and I'd really love to hear what your story is, how you ended up playing Narwa's brother Tabe in the Prey movie.
Sure. Yeah, so it all started for me a couple years ago. There was an open casting call I saw on Instagram about some different show, and I just sent in a picture and my name and stuff, and that ended up getting canceled because of COVID. And I don't really know if they were even looking at me for the part.
Right.
Then about a year later, I got an email from a casting agent, and she said, "Hey, there's a small part in this movie that I want you to audition for if you want to." And I said, "Okay." And so I did, and then I did a couple Zoom auditions. And I was like, I don't know. And then they flew me out to LA to do a screen test, and I was like, I don't know if this is
Nice.
a small part. Uh, and then I figured out what it was, and I was like, holy crap. Well,
Wow.
happy
Wow.
days.
When you found out that was for the Prey movie, the fifth installment for the Predator movie franchise, what went through your mind?
Well, at first I was a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I this like I said, I've never acted before. I mean, I've acted in life,
Right,
but
exactly. You're a life actor. Got it.
yes. And so at first it was a little daunting, but then I was excited, obviously, afterwards. I just couldn't believe it happened.
Huh. That's interesting. The topic portrays kind of this Mohican hunter warrior type in the movie, and becoming Tabe and learning all the moves, hunting and fighting. How was that? I mean, you must have gone through some kind of a regimen. I don't know, some kind of training to do that, all that, or did you have that from life already,
Well,
basically?
I'd say a little bit of both. We did like a month-long boot camp, myself,
Huh?
Amber, and the boys, and so we did like drills with the bows, and we did like I did a lot of horse riding, and then I did like rolling on the
Huh.
mats and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
luckily, I mean, it was just once I got out there, though, it was a lot just like playing out in the woods as a kid. You're like, I never thought this would come in handy, but it did.
Yeah. So did you have to learn a lot of choreography of sorts to kind of do what kind of things you need to do in the movie to kind of fight and move like a warrior? Did you learn new things in that regard?
Yeah, yeah. I told Stephen McMichaels, the stunt coordinator, I told him I wanted to do all my stunts if he would let me, and he did. So
Oh, sweet.
yeah, so that was pretty. I couldn't believe it, but I was happy about it.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we did. Me and Dane, we did a lot of prep for the fight. Just moving, rolling around in the dirt. Getting used to hit because when we're rolling, we're pretty much rolling
Yeah.
on the hard ground.
That's what I
So
was
just
about to ask you because I didn't see any maps when I saw the movie. I was like, what?
yeah.
Seemed really hardcore and all the jumps and everything you did, and it looks pretty intense to me. So
Oh,
was it extensive? What was there any hurdles that you had to go through, kind of learn something that was really hard for you? I mean, horse riding you probably knew already, but perhaps.
Yeah, I'd ridden a little bit in my younger days, but I hadn't ridden for about 10 years, so I kind of had to dust the cobwebs off that. But luckily, it all kind of came back. And there was this one roll when I come off the horse. Um, I have the bow on my back, and I have
Right.
to roll on my right shoulder with the bow sticking out over my right shoulder.
Oh my
Um,
goodness. Yeah.
so and obviously it's a hard piece of wood, and
Yeah.
so you have to roll and kind of jump and do a flip onto your back. And I didn't
Yeah.
know I was going to have to do that until about 15 minutes before we filmed it.
Oh
So
wow.
I just walked over to the side with Stephen McMichael, and I just he was like, "All right, just see if you can do it." And I was like, "Okay." And then I had to flip, and then whilst flipping, I have to take the bow off my back and turn it over, and then grab the
Then
arrow and
shoot
go
your
for it.
arrow. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, that's crazy. Well, you managed it really well. It seemed like I don't. It seemed like you didn't even take. Well, I can't know because you must have taken a few takes to kind of make sure that everything worked and everything. This was all shot outside, outdoors, basically.
Hmm. Yep.
Was that difficult? It must have been cold. It must have been. I don't know. What were the conditions, basically? Did that
So
was that like a obstacle of sorts?
yeah, so the first half of the shoot, and then there was a good month where we were doing night shoots, like shooting at night.
Right.
And obviously not wearing a whole lot of clothes,
Yeah.
up in northern, up in Canada, it's pretty cold at night. So we were freezing our butts off, but um, the ladies were coming around with jackets to put on us when we could. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoyed the outdoor aspect of it. I'd rather be outdoors than on a studio somewhere, but
Right.
um, it was a little cold.
Yeah, I bet. And I did say wrong in the beginning. I said Mohican, but you're Comanche in this movie. So
Yes,
did you have
sir.
to learn the language already, or was that already from your background as well?
So we ended up dubbing the entire movie in Comanche. So I don't speak
Wow.
Comanche. So we used all the same actors to do their dubbing. So
Yeah.
they were initially going to shoot the movie in Comanche. So I auditioned in Comanche. But
Oh, wow.
then um, like
So you learned
then
your
I,
lines. You learned some lines in Comanche basically, and kind of it's set. You were set to do that in Comanche basically.
Yeah, yeah, I was kind of gearing up to shoot it in Comanche, which obviously, is quite the undertaking. But then we ended up dubbing it, which was a whole nother thing because you're doing the whole movie and you want to make sure it's pronounced correctly and structured correctly. So I sat down with
Yeah.
Kai, the
Yeah.
Comanche translator, and we had at it. But luckily, I like that kind of stuff, so it was fun.
Awesome. What were your favorite moments at being in this movie or making it?
I think riding the horse definitely was probably my favorite. I had a great horse. His name was Rascal, and luckily, the wrangler, the horse guy, Mark Nugent, fantastic guy.
Mhm.
Um, he said normally they don't let the actors ride the stunt horses, but he
Right.
was so comfortable with having me with the ride, so I got to do the horse stunts. I got to do
Oh,
everything.
sweet.
So I mean, just being on a 1,000-pound beast riding through this little maze of
Yeah.
people and wires and cameras
Wow.
was pretty awesome for me.
I bet. I bet. Now that you got a taste of acting, any other movie projects coming up perhaps for you?
I got a couple irons in the fire, nothing solid yet that I can talk about.
Good.
I don't want to make myself
Uh,
look like a fool, but
I get it. I get it. I get it. What movie would you like to act in if you had a chance to audition?
uh, I would love to be I think it'd be pretty cool to be a Jedi.
Oh,
Um,
sweet.
I
Yeah.
also think it would be cool to be in a Western, although not kind of, it would be kind of cool to be like a
Mhm.
like a native mixed breed gunfighter. I think that'd be pretty sweet. Uh,
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that.
Thank you.
Yeah. You'll have to hit it off with Taika Waititi and kind of get in contact with him and see if you could get a part of
For real,
sorts.
sounds good to me.
But yeah, what are your favorite movies? That now that this is the thing that you kind of thought, okay, I'm gonna try it out. I thought you did a brilliant job for a first time actor. I mean, seriously, you did a great job. I'm a big fan. I hope to see you in future movies. But what movies do you like yourself?
Growing up, I really liked certain westerns,
Hmm.
like Tombstone. I love. There's this movie
Yeah,
called Open Range that Kevin Costner and
yeah,
Robert Duvall star in together, and I
yeah.
love that movie. I love movies with the leads that they have these strong
Mhm.
voices. I don't know. I'm a voice guy. I don't
Yeah.
know. There was
Dakota, you
I,
have a great voice, by the way. So I mean,
oh, thank you.
that makes good things for you in the future. If you're looking at any type of movies for voice acting, or not voice acting only, but like strong voices, strong characters, that's different.
Thank you so
How
much,
how
man.
old are you, by the way?
I just turned 25.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to start wrapping up, but for our Finnish viewers, any exciting things you want us to be on the lookout in this movie?
Um, Man, I'm just so honored that any Finnish viewers would even watch our movie. It just blows my mind the scope of the Predator franchise. So, if anything, I just want to say hello to the Finnish people and say, hey, watch our movie. If you have any doubts, just check it out. I think you'll enjoy it, and hopefully, I'll come up there and visit you guys someday. Thank you so much, Eska.
Thanks, Dakota. You take care. Have a
So
good
nice to
one.
talk to you, brother. You
Peace
too.
out.